All right, we appreciate you joining us on Valley News Live as we look off to the east on I-94 through beautiful Moorhead, Minnesota. Out east and down south is where all the action is, and it's impacted travel across the area. As we showed you in our first brief look at the weather, 8 degrees right now at Hector. It feels like 4 below. The wind under 10 miles per hour. Temperatures are coldest up north near the international border, where Langdon is ringing in with 2 below. It's 2 above Grand Forks Thief River, the hot spot there in northwest Minnesota at 10 above. Gets even warmer as we get into the central part of the state where the clouds and the snow continue. It's 20s there. And Duluth at 28 degrees as we head into the overnight hours. Visibility a problem to the east thanks to the snowfall that is continuing tonight and will again through tomorrow. As we look off to the west, problem is dense fog. We do have dense fog advisories for our James River Valley counties. A check of the radar showing from Watertown and Point South. That's where you're going to really begin to run into some slippery road conditions where there were earlier no travel advisories. Those extend into southwestern Minnesota. Another band of snow heading up into the southern reaches of the Twin Cities from Bloomington all the way out towards Chanhassen. And as we look off to the north here on the North Shore, out in the northern reaches of Wisconsin, Superior, Duluth, 2 to 5 inch reports there. We did get a couple of reports of 9 to 11 inches of snow south of Wilmer as well. That's where the bigger totals were. In general, in the Twin Cities, it was about 3 to 7 inches of snow. In our area, a little closer to home, Fergus Falls, north through Pelican Rapids. Look at this, Cormorant Lakes and the Detroit Lakes area picking up a band of snow that hasn't moved in the last hour. Now, it's not snowfall that's falling at 2 or 3 inches per hour, but a ½ inch per hour will add up if it does sit there. So some of our eastern counties will have a persistent chance at periods of snow. Gusty north winds will be strongest closer to the center of low pressure, which is moving into southern Minnesota. Now, fog to the west. Temperatures coldest west as we begin our day will be in the single digits there, teens elsewhere. So steady overnight and steady throughout the day. North winds where you see the blue arrows, if you have one near your hometown, that's around 15 to 25 mile per hour winds. But these yellow arrows, that'll definitely challenge your follicles on top of the head out there with gusts over 25 miles per hour. Snow showers right where they are tonight, lasting into tomorrow, with them becoming heavy at times in the eastern half of Minnesota, including the Twin Cities, Duluth, the I-94 and I-35 corridors. Here's a look at your planning forecast and for Fargo. Temperatures fairly steady. We do manage to make it into the mid-teens. Wind north 15 to 20 miles per hour. I cannot rule out a renegade flake of snow, but our problem will be the low clouds, the fog, and a flurry or two. Accumulating snow out to the east, temperatures in the 20s. Generally, if you're in the upper teens to low 20s, you can expect a better chance of snow and gustier winds. Out to the west, maybe even some peaks of sun and mid-teens. All the frost photos you've shared with us, absolutely fantastic. This looks like a wall of snow bricks, but really it's frost that has formed on the nets there at Sweet Shots in South Fargo. Amanda, thanks for uploading the photo and taking the time to take it as well. We start quieting down. We'll remain with a little bit of that fog and frost in the forecast through the rest of the work week. Not exciting temperatures, to say the least. The weekend, well, I think there's going to be a chance at some sunshine. That's right, we're going to see a few rays of golden briskness out of the sky from that star billions of miles away. 12 degrees will feel ever so wonderful. 20s next week, but that'll bring more clouds and fog and maybe even a flake or two.
A balmy 12 degrees on Saturday.
It'll feel good because the wind won't be blowing